Iceland, it is safe to say, is off the beaten path, even the path beaten by today's foreign editor, Henry Champ. Henry is in Reykjavik this morning and making a lot of entries into his notebook. And good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Jane. You're absolutely right. For most of the 3,000 or so journalists who are covering this pre-summit, it's a chance to visit a place that's not on our normal beat. And while it's not enough time to really examine the country and its people to any great detail, there are some scribbles in those reporters' notebooks that tell some very enchanting stories about this out-of-the-way nation.
It's called Iceland, and yet this: bananas, oranges, and grapes. The country is almost self-sufficient in these tropical fruits, grown in greenhouses fueled by underground hot springs that duplicate the growing seasons of the tropics. On the other hand, despite several large breweries that turn out enormous quantities of a very good-tasting brew, popular in the rest of Scandinavia, the sale of beer is forbidden in Iceland, except at the airport, where there is probably the only duty-free store in the world that serves people entering a country, and it sells beer. Homecoming Icelanders attack the shelves in much the same manner as locusts devouring a Kansas cornfield. It is a small country without international importance, and its people want it to stay that way, working very hard to protect their culture, especially the 1,000-year-old language. They go as far as banning such high-tech English words as computer. They use them, but in their language, they call them a machine that predicts the truth with numbers. And a satellite here is known as an imitation celestial body.
If we lose our language, we are going to lose our culture, and we are going to, there's nothing left. The language, this may seem strange, but the Icelandic language is the very reason why we are staying here. If we didn't have the language, we wouldn't be staying in Iceland. We would just leave.
Life on this Arctic island is harsh. The dark winters are long. And there is the constant threat of volcanic eruption and earthquake. All of this lends to mysticism. Icelanders freely admit to superstition. Nobody really believes in these trolls who play such a major part in Icelandic literature. Huge elves who eat people, travel only by night, and who live in enchanted places. But nobody takes any chances.
This pile of rocks behind me near the capital of Reykjavik has long been known as one of the enchanted places, a home of the trolls. It is also on a collision course with a new highway that is being built. Construction crews couldn't get through here. Drill bits were mysteriously being broken, explosive charges wouldn't go off, and one man was injured. So they're building the road around the rocks.
The key issue in the country is women's rights. The president is a woman, the latest appointment to the Supreme Court is a woman, and the current Miss World is testimony to their natural beauty. But women are paid less, work jobs men won't touch, and the women are unhappy about that. Last year, to show their strength, the country's women staged a one-day strike to show their impact on the economy. It was good fun, said one woman, but the men ignored it, and the battle continues. Uniquely confusing in Iceland is the manner in which people are named. Everyone, boy and girl, takes their father's first name, adding the word son or daughter to it for their last name. Confusing? Well, for example.
My name is Kristján Haraldsson.
I am his wife. My name is Erla Hjartardóttir.
I am his son. My name is Harald Kristjánsson. This is my son, Kristján Haraldsson.
I am his wife. My name is Guðrún Valdimarsdóttir.
Let's try that again.
Kristján Haraldsson.
Harald Kristjánsson. This is my son, Kristján Haraldsson.
Erla Hjartardóttir. Guðrún Valdimarsdóttir.
I know that's hard to follow, Jane. Perhaps it would be easier if I explained it this way. In the Icelandic scheme of things, your new son would be known over here as Thomas Garrison.